Oh, now I had my hair all arranged.
Well, that's okay. We will watch you rearrange your hair is the first thing we do on
Well,
the
yeah,
stream,
because
Dana.
like I figured out there was an angle where I could show off my earrings and my fascinator because it is February.
It is February. And hi, everybody.
Hi, friends. Yeah, so I'm like the most Valentine.
Nice.
Teen Girl Squad style, Valentine.
I need to figure out my lighting situation someday. This is okay, but it
You got
looks
the
like
fancy key light, and you're like, yeah, you're either
the fancy
like a
key light is good
ghost.
from right here, but the problem is I want it right here, right? You see how my face, when my
Uh-huh.
arm moves in front of the light, my face goes away, right? And
Yeah.
I want to mount it to the wall, but that would require me to do actual effort. And I am not there this
Yes.
week. My promotional paperwork was due in for my designation B status at Michigan State, which has gone well, incidentally, those of you who track my own professional development here. But, hold on, I gotta bring this browser back
I
to the
heard
other
a
monitor
doo-doo-doo.
so that Dana
What
can
sound
see it
was
on Discord.
is that? Oh, that was Discord. Okay.
Yes. Dana, let me know if you can still see this. I have a treat for everybody, I promised. Dana and Julianne, a
How did we not
surprise.
know this existed?
Right? Right? Okay, so this is how we're going to open the stream tonight, clearly, assuming that you and Julianne are okay with that.
Look what it is!
I
I'm
don't
so
hear
excited.
Julianne on stream yet. I see you. Hi, Julianne. We see
Yes.
you.
We'll, we
But
will.
we don't hear you yet. That's right. F. We saw you say it. I'm going to take our faces over to the left, like that. And we have an incredible cover that I'm super excited to share with Dana and Julianne specifically, and also, I guess, the rest of you.
And Karen, who's in
And
chat.
Karen, who's on chat tonight. That's right. Of
Like
Baldur's
Karen,
Gate
how did we
3's
miss that there
Down
was a
by the
Hildegard
River.
von Blingen cover?
And did you notice the print is tiny, those of you watching on stream right now in the details? There's not just a cover. Larian paid her to do this. It's like a full-blown
What?
paid gig for her.
Oh my gosh.
Don't make
So
hissy
yeah.
sounds into the mic, Julianne. No, we can't hear you. We have no idea what you're saying.
Mm.
I'm going to give Julianne a minute and a half here to sort out her tech issues, and then I am extremely excited to play this.
Yay, me too. It also gives folks like a minute to like
That's
actually
right,
get
everybody
into the
filter
stream
in,
so they
take your
don't miss
seats,
it.
right? The pipe organ
Yeah.
music is starting to play, the bell has rung. Right? When my morning class started this morning, there were 4 students in my class of 24.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay, it's morning, it's cold, it's a Michigan winter, it's week 4.
wake me up, just leave me there dreaming.
How did we not close last week's stream with that? Holy shit, that's
Did you
good.
send that to Frank?
I did, yes.
Oh my gosh. Goosebumps at the end. The leave me there dreaming. I mean, that does
Right?
it in the original, like, that's a really effective ending for that song, but like, ooh, with her voice, oh.
I can't get over how pure toned her high notes are on this cover. It's
every
just
cover.
gorgeous to hear.
I have the biggest crush on her. I have no idea who she is, but
So, a couple years ago, me and Ashley, very politely reached out to her. And I happen to know, but it's not my story to disclose, so I won't give any hints here. But we reached out to her to ask if she would keynote AMS After Dark. And she very politely said that she would have to compromise her identity to do it. And was
she
not
wants
in
to
a
keep
position
this.
where she felt confident in her ability to do that. And so we, of course, understood, and it was nice to hear that at least she enjoyed what we do as part of that community. But man, I'm a huge fan.
I'm a huge fan too. Such a lovely voice.
Yes.
Everyone that knows Hildegard von Blingen, like, drop the moment you fell for her in chat, because for me, it was her cover of Lana Del Rey's "Summertime Sadness," and I don't have a particular
I
connection.
do love that one. Yeah.
I don't have a particular connection to the original Lana Del Rey, but gosh, do I love Hildegard von Blingen's version.
I really liked "Holding Out for a Hero."
That one's
The
great.
lyric changes were really good in that one.
She always has really clever lyric changes, I think.
Yes, I
Jolene
don't
has some really good
think
ones.
there are any changes to "Down by the River." Actually, I think that's the original
Well, no,
lyrics
because
in
that's
full.
like written, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, all her like pop culture songs. And then she has actual Hildegard von Bingen without
She
the
does,
L
yeah.
That's
on
cool.
there too, which is also lovely. Oh, I love her.
All right, I should be sharing Lost Crown now.
Yes.
Ubisoft.
And let me put up
Ubisoft.
Facebook on the
Ubisoft.
right so I see
Ubisoft.
Ubi.
when
Ubisoft.
somebody gets home and hopefully messages me. We'll have a guest on for the back half of this today.
Back half.
Oh, we gotta just hear this main theme first, though. Hold on, here we go.
Oh.
Oh, I get a choice. Well, I'll take this. Thank you, Addie.
Yeah, Julian and I are like not the best folks to have on for this series because we don't know it.
You don't have to know it. That's really the nice thing about this is not a series with a lot of
There's no
continuity.
game video, apparently. Only we can see it.
Oh, you don't have video on stream.
Oh, well,
You
that'd be
didn't-
nice if I
You
would,
didn't share
add
it
the
to
game
the
to
stream.
y'all.
But that's okay because we were sitting on the title screen anyway.
Yeah, I'm just sitting on the
Good
title
thing.
screen here. It's fine. There you go.
Yes, when you get like the drums in.
Ooh, hello.
Yeah.
The cello solo feels
That
really
cello,
good.
yeah. Lovely cello.
So this is a co-composed soundtrack with Gareth Coker, who scored the 2 Ori games among a great many other titles, and Mentinx Music, who's an Iranian lady composer.
Awesome.
Alright, but we'll go to file 3 here, and I'm gonna pick Guided for the sake of keeping me on task. Alright, here we go. I will note the standard difficulty for this is hard. This assumes you're good at these.
Yeah, and I have literally never played one,
passed.
so.
Decades
This is
without
the first
rain.
Prince of Persia game like this.
The once
It's a
fertile
Metroidvania.
plains of Fars had become as barren as the Lut-Salt Desert. A few arrow shots from Persepolis. The Kushans, bloodthirsty warriors from the east, were attacking Persia. Persian soldiers defended the land. No matter
I
the
just
cost.
noticed you started numbering our streams. How smart of you.
I have started numbering them from 249 forward or so.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Ardashir resisted heroically, but his men fell one by one. Anahita summoned her remaining strength in battle.
I'm paying attention because I have no idea what any of these games are about.
They're all
Persia.
different stories, except they all take place
Yeah.
in
For Yuvishka,
what is
the
today
Kashan
Iran,
general,
but would have formerly been Persia, right?
victory was certain.
I remember the ads
Until
for the probably the
history
first one
took
when
a
I was a kid,
different
but my
turn.
brother and I just didn't play these. We were much more like
The seven
JRPG.
immortals were the best warriors in the kingdom. One of them would become a legend.
I think it was B flat, Andrew.
Wah, wah, wah.
Onward, immortals! Anahita!
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
I have it right
Save
next to me 'cause I've been
Persepolis.
playing all day.
I trained you for this. I will go help my wounded warriors.
Let's go, Sargon.
Oh, look at that slide.
There's a movement thing I'm not going to do because I have a mechanical keyboard and it's annoying. But if we cared about raw speed, where's my slide button? Is it F or C or something? If you press slide here, you can cancel a slide into a slide. You see me kind of doing it?
And that's like how to be quick.
Yes, yes. We're not going to do that though. We're just going to run.
That's how to Sonic the Hedgehog this mother.
Right.
Gotta go fast.
I will note, by the way, historically the Prince of Persia franchise, the modern Ubisoft one in any case, right? Because this is a very, very old franchise that has changed ownership a couple times. But the modern Ubisoft games have done a reasonable job of kind of making sure that some amount of ethnic authenticity is present in the soundtrack. Our friend Penka Kuneva scored the previous one.
Oh.
Be on your
I have
guard.
really cool
It's
sunglasses,
Elizabeth.
by the way.
Oh. Good luck.
They're like designer. I'm renting them.
You're renting designer sunglasses? Do you
Yeah,
have an event,
I'm
like for an event?
Rent the Runway. You can do like just rent
Oh,
anything.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I've used them.
But like I use them a lot of times when I'm doing the subscription where it's like you get 10 items a month, like because it's super discounted right now. So I'm like, oh, I don't have any sunglasses. I'll try some. So yeah.
Fun.
But I'm only gonna do it for 2 months because otherwise I don't buy clothes anyway, so it's not like it makes any sense. But anyway, I wear my sunglasses at night.
There's Rent the Runway is actually how I found my wedding dress. But then,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah,
Hey! Who's
I don't
having
know if
over
it's on ad or like how I saw it, but then I searched for that
Well,
dress
let's
on
put it
eBay and
back.
I found it in
Follow
my
me,
size for
son.
$70.
Yeah. I didn't know
3
that.
weeks
I was
before
like,
my
I
wedding.
probably-
I was lucky it fit out of the box because there was no time.
Ready to
I could not have
Keep
fixed
running,
it.
Sargon!
We must eliminate those Kushan archers.
Leave it to me!
Now, from a
How
gameplay
up,
perspective,
Megan?
watch Sargon run here. You see how the animation is ever so slightly, like, janky, like he snaps into place on certain
Bend and
frames?
snap.
You know what I mean? Like, the transition between the extremes is quicker than his arms resting at the ends of the motion, if that makes sense. This is built by the team that makes the Rayman games. Which, if you're into animation,
I've also never played.
you can tell.
Rented sunglasses.
Are all the Princes of Persia like sort of side-scrolling?
No. Most of the Ubisoft modern ones are third-person
I'll get
action
out of your
titles.
way so you can catch
Oh,
up.
okay.
The original two are side-scrollers. And then the ones that are the Sands of Time, Warrior Within, and Two Thrones, and Forgotten Sands, Penka's game, are all third-person action. So this is a return to roots for Prince of Persia. I think, of course, I don't have the developers on hand, so I can't prove it. I think this is an attempt to create something that's not an Assassin's Creed also run title.
Sure.
Because famously, Assassin's Creed started as Prince of Persia 4.
Really?
And the idea was scrapped halfway through, and we got Assassin's Creed instead once they decided to lean into the Muslim religion of the first game.
Yeah.
They thought they had more of a story than a generic action game. Not that this game doesn't have a good story, but like Assassin's Creed's original story is rooted in actual history and religion in a way that the Prince of Persia games are not, right?
Whereas Karen just said this feels strangely like the 2D Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, it's very much wanting to be
Like,
the 2D Assassin's Creed
The kind of
games.
return to form, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with Julianne that the music sounds like the third-person action adventure.
Yeah.
Even though... Yeah.
And I wonder why. I mean, I guess it has the genericness to it. Maybe that's that I'm feeling.
Andrew's trolling us with the Jake Gyllenhaal commentary.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Ah! Oh man.
Watch out, Sargon! That general must
the
not be far.
protagonist,
Let
Jason
me handle
Smith.
him. Take this. You might need it.
So, cards on the table. I didn't initially love this design for Sargon, the new protagonist. But do I have the goods yet? No, we'll get there. The pre-order was an alternate skin that I thought slapped, so I'll try that on for you in a minute.
What is East Shade again? I forget.
Painter one.
Eastshade is the Skyrim lookalike game that's about painting.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay. No, I don't need a. No, I can't.
The stabbing.
The Russia bomb.
No,
is
I'm
it?
talking about buying another game.
Oh, haha.
Your
Stabbing's
life
fine.
ends
Give me
here.
more.
Not if yours ends first.
I don't know why that was so funny to me. The like, Vishka.
Vishka.
The like word art.
This poor horse. Or is it a horse? What's happening here? What just happened? Oh, Steam opened for me. Never mind.
I love the exaggerated
Good
animation
to
there.
see you, Pete.
Hi, Pete. I will note I can't see chat right now because I'm specifically watching for when our guest for the night gets back and is able to come online. So I've got that tab
Did
open
we
instead.
like share that, or is that like a fun surprise?
I'm gonna wait for her to make sure she gets home all right from her concert before I share who it is
Yeah.
in case we have to have her on later.
It's a big concert weekend here. I'm ditching the Festival of New Music to be on stream, so it's because I love you guys.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, you could have gone to this, the concert that our guest was at, because she was playing for the Orlando Symphony doing the Brandenburg Concertos.
I could have gone all the way there, yeah. It's only like 4 hours.
I don't understand Florida geography.
Florida
Me
is
neither.
so long. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is Florida
I'm
like
closer
an
to Canada
East-West
than Miami.
Illinois situation, Julianne? Like, you know how Illinois is really tall, weirdly?
Yeah, but we're also wide because of the panhandle. It's just bizarre to me. I don't I'll get it in 20,000 years.
Okay.
when it's in the ocean. Okay.
Yikes.
Bye. Hi, Pete.
30
Bye,
years ago,
Pete.
the divine bird Semorg graced my shoulder.
All right, so that's the prologue. Now the
showing his
actual
trust
game
in
is going
me
to start
guide
here.
our
Frank is
people.
here. Hi, Frank.
Today,
Hi, Frank.
I, Tamiris,
Oh, Wild Frank appeared.
Queen of Persia.
Well, Frank appeared.
Aww.
valor and
Yeah,
loyalty,
Frank, you probably missed it, but we
immortals.
opened stream with the Hildegard von Blingen cover of Down by the River, and
Human
ooh,
forces have once
goosebumps.
again
It's so
saved
good.
the
Yeah.
kingdom.
Hassan, Prince of
Can't believe we
Persia.
didn't
Step
know about it
forward,
last week.
Sargon.
Yeah, we should have closed with it last week. I don't know how I didn't find that.
Word of your deeds precedes you through the
And I
streets of
subscribed to her. I
Persia.
don't know why it wasn't in my feed.
Frank, I was just talking about your
Accept
book
this
with a
royal
composer who's here for
as a
the
token of my
festival, who is teaching
Sargon,
film music
the
stuff,
Rashabar,
and
the
assigned your
black
book.
wind that
Oh, nice.
destroys
Or I
all
think he's
in
just
his
reading it
path.
right now at least, but might assign
I
it. But
didn't
I've
choose
assigned
that
it
name.
in my music and media class, and we were gushing
You need not worry.
at how
I
well
do not
written it
attach
is.
any importance to these superstitions. The winds also carry the seeds of future harvests. I am truly glad to meet you, Sargon.
Thank you, Prince
Is
Hassan.
that the Prince of Persia?
Hassan, this game, is the Prince of Persia.
Okay.
Traditionally,
the name of the
the
game.
prince has been a nobody prisoner, like an Aladdin situation, where he marries the princess and becomes the prince.
Oh.
But here we have Prince Hassan.
Here we have an
as the
established
start
prince.
Here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just drop the honorifics. And may we get to know each other in less formal circumstances.
As you wish, Hassan.
All right,
Can't
we
say
get-
as you wish in the post Princess Bride world. Wesley owns that.
All right, actually, so look, he looks cool with the sash now, right? This is the full outfit
Yeah,
for Sargon.
I like the animation of the waviness of the sash.
What I really like, check this out, the full armor from the 2004 Prince of Persia Warrior Within set with the red sash and the chest plate. This look slaps. I love this. But we'll go back to the default today.
Your name brings hope to Persia and is feared by the enemy. What a reputation.
Maybe.
I didn't ask to be prince either, but fate has spoken and I must accept it.
I want to point out that musical tracks like this in games are weirdly difficult to score because they have to hold the tension enough to make me want to move forward. But I could, like, go make a sandwich right now. There's no enemies around or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And tension like dissipates if you don't do anything, right? If you don't go anywhere.
Warriors join
You
themselves.
should just walk back and forth.
Yeah.
Tension ain't good, it's static.
I mean, I don't know what tension dissipating is like in
I'm
real
proud of
life,
you,
so
Sargon.
I defeated Yuvishka, and we saved Persepolis.
Did we? Thousands died on the battlefield. We're out of supplies. Persia is barely surviving. The Kashan will surely come back. Would you call that a victory?
I let my pride go to my head.
A warrior's journey is always one in progress, and when there's nothing left in one's path, the warrior wanders.
What is at the end of my blade? I know.
Found an answer yet?
I won't figure that out tonight. Maybe a drink will help. You should join us.
Thanks,
Okay.
but I have other matters to attend to. You have what it takes to become one of the greatest, Sargon.
I know.
And listen to Varum.
Quick note, though we are playing in English with English subtitles, the default, can I change it here actually, or do I have to go back? The default is Persian in the voice
cool.
acting.
the default is Persian?
Yeah. You've got
And
to
then
switch
just,
it back over
does
to
it have
English.
English?
That's-
Is it Persian
Oh,
with English
okay.
subtitles?
Well, then my comment is weird, or is not the same. Okay.
There's also full Arabic subtitles to this, which is rare for like a AAA studio game.
Can we hear it in the Persian?
I think
I was
so.
gonna say, does it then subtitle English for players?
it
if that's the
will.
default.
Yeah.
Cool.
Audio
Yeah,
language,
I
Persian.
wouldn't mind leaving it on Persian. I can read. Just, I don't know if the stream has a good view of it that way, but we can always go back. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious to
Yeah, let me hit
if
the
that's
main
the
menu
default.
really quickly.
Like, I'm into that.
Yeah, because if we start in the throne room scene, I can just skip to that. Let me make sure it's here.
Yeah. That's really cool. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
Good cello. On that screen.
Here we go.
بهت افتخار میکنم سارگان.
من
so
یوویشکا
cool.
رو شکست
Hell yeah.
دادم. ما
Sorry.
تخت جمشید رو نجات دادیم.
واقعا؟ هزاران سرباز تو میدان نبرد مردن و دیگه آزوقه
Oh,
نداریم.
excellent. Yes.
پارس به سختی روی پاهاش
I love that
ایستاده.
they have this.
کوشانی قطعاً برمیگردن. به
This is
همچین
awesome.
موقعیتی میگی پیروزی؟
من اجازه دادم غرورم به جام فکر کنه.
This is better. I agree.
All right, I'm gonna skip this dialogue.
Not
though,
that
and we'll
the
catch
English
next
voice
one.
actors were bad, but this is way cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's leave the folks in chat are good with leaving audio in Persian. We can always go back later
Yeah, I
if
think
we
that's
want
fine.
it. That's fun.
دارم بهت میگم شاهزاده قصر ممکنه پسر من باشه.
آراد این چه حرفیه؟ اون ذره شبیه تو نیست.
اون همه چیزو از مادرش گرفته، چیز دیگه ای نیست.
Now that's a voice.
That's a laugh.
شما اصلا به هم نمیای.
کی به کی نمیاد؟
ها این بچه بالاخره تصمیم گرفت بهمون ملحق شه.
It's such a great, like it has so much resonance.
تحت الحمایه جدید ملکه.
پس دیگه الان داری با
Yeah,
اشرفیت آتی
the
میشه.
Orad voice actor is amazing.
یا شمشیرات
Furry
برای
in the
فرماندار
chest,
سانتراپ شدن معامله میکنی.
هر چقدر میخواین بخندین. کی امشب یه سردار رو کشت ها؟
تشویقش نکن سارگان.
معنیش فقط اینه که تحت تاثیر قرارشون دادی.
درست میگه. تحت تاثیر قرار گرفتی.
اگه میخوای یکم آرومتر صحبت کنی من همین اطرافم.
Okay, good to know. Oh, so cool.
خب حالا که معروف شدی ما رو یادت میمونه.
It's not more quiet at all.
متواضع بمونم.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
2 feet over.
شمشیرم چی؟
Oh.
I
This is like
initially read that,
musical
and maybe
theater
I'm just
logic.
like used to like fanboy stuff in games. I initially read that as if you want to go to like do quiet bedroom things, like a flirty line.
like that.
I
Right.
read it as it's
Talk
just
to
like
her
a
for
private
information.
conversation. Yeah,
Like so literal.
یه جورایی.
yeah.
Because like this conversation you could have had in front of the others, right? So like what type of conversation can you have that's not for the others, right? Like that's where my mind went.
میدونی کاری که کردی خیلی بی‌نظیر بود. باید به خودت افتخار کنی. همه همین حسو داریم.
یکی از ما سردار کوشانی رو شکست داد.
Yeah, this
But
does feel
it's
chatty. I mean, I don't know the genre of the game, but
This is reminding me of the oh, what's that game? Is it Stray Gods? Without the music?
I mean, this amount of chatter kind of feels a little bit like that. Realize the standard for the genre is either Super Metroid or Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which has no or bad voice acting. Even Hollow Knight, which is probably the gameplay gold standard right now for this genre, is a like Simlish, zero spoken dialogue almost situation,
Simlish?
right?
Good old Simlish. Joe's been trying to restore my old like Sims 2 saves, like using an old laptop.
Sims 2 was so good.
I know.
سارقا چی؟ حتما باید هنوز تو کاخ باشن.
Spent a lot of time in it. I had some pretty cool things that I made in there.
All right, the prince has been kidnapped.
I felt cute.
I felt cute.
So away we go now.
نگهبانان آناهیتا.
Spoken dialogue in Hollow Knight is me cursing loudly. Frank, when we streamed that, there's a creature that like Julianne and I could not handle. It made the like grossest sound.
I'm like laughing now.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Hollow Knight sound design is like underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eyeballs. He just did that beauty YouTuber thing where they like get close and then they open their eyes at the last second.
But they also do the thing where they like they hold their hand behind the product, right? So that the camera will focus. So it'll be like, look at my eyeshadow or whatever. Oh, there you go. You actually have lipstick near you.
I mean, who knows?
I
could do it. Yes, I should be on the treadmill right now, but I'm lazy. I'm really tired tonight. Oh my gosh.
I have an elliptical under my desk.
We should all, Do you have one of the ones where you can sit and do it? Like, the foot one? Yeah.
Yeah, my little under desk elliptical. I like it. I just don't think of it. If I'm like in heavy concentrate mode, it can be a little hard to like do it at the same time as I'm doing something.
Yeah,
else.
I can't do heavy brain work while walking.
Yeah, like I know some people that like read books on a treadmill or whatever, and I'm like, no.
I can't do that.
My brain doesn't do that.
I
I'm
basically
planning on killing you, but you know, I could fit it into my schedule.
That's right.
just calendar block it.
This meeting could have been an email. Slice.
تو هنوز بچه‌ای.
I could see maybe doing Animal Crossing on a treadmill. I can see that. Good turn, maybe. Yeah.
I would have to have the complete muscle memory. Like, I could play Link to the Past on a treadmill.
That reminds me, I gotta check tomorrow's weather. Make sure the outfit I picked earlier in the week will actually work for this wedding. 36 degrees tomorrow. Fleece line tights it is. I don't know if any of you have those, like, they're kind of spiral, but they're like, they look like you're wearing sheer tights, but they actually have like a fleece lining that's just like flesh toned, and you can get them in different colors to match your skin tone. And like, I don't really care about the look as much. Like, they do look nice, but like, oh, they're so warm. The fleece is incredible.
There we go.
I cannot imagine walking outside while reading. How do you do that? I can't even wear headphones. I need to be aware.
I can do headphones.
I can do headphones for sure.
I have like running playlists. It's mostly Mega Man.
I've rocked my
headphones
like
while running.
K240 cans looking like a big doofus on campus while I walk around.
That's funny.
Well, that's like cool now, so I don't think you look like a doofus.
It is cool now.
Like the big headphones. Yeah.
And also the big headphones scream, "Don't talk to me, students. I've got big headphones on right now." So we have to go to Mount Koth, where the actual game will take place. Prologue Part 2 is now done. Off we go.
Aw. Yeah, you're not gonna hear the birds.
Yeah, you will not hear the birds. That is true.
Oh, Neil Lerner doesn't like scare quotes. I always have to edit out my scare quotes. Like I'm obsessed with them. Nothing is real. Everything is like.
Yeah, I think you have to be careful, right? Like.
They
do have a legitimate use case
to indicate sarcasm.
Yeah.
I indicate it when it's like, oh, this word is used, but like the word authenticity, like that kind of stuff.
Right.
I always put that in scare quotes. It's a spiky word.
It's because it's like this a word that needs to be unpacked.
Right, or the word like, what is the best version, right? Like.
Yeah.
اصلا منظورت چیه؟
ممکنه سیمور ناپدید شده باشه ولی این خدای توانا قبلا تو کوه قاف زندگی میکرد شاید هنوزم همینطوره
همیشه سیمرغ بوده که پادشاه ملکه آینده رو تعیین میکرد
آناهیتا احتمالا میخواد موهبت سیمرغ رو به دست بیاره
ولی چرا باید شاهزاده قصه رو بدزده؟
بهش نیاز داره دروازه معبد سیمرغ فقط
Well, Brian, didn't you say the princes are always captured?
No, well, I mean, the original Prince of Persia is put in prison, right? That's the story of you, the prince, breaking out of prison. In Sands of Time, though, you're a conqueror as the prince, right?
Okay. I thought you said that you like rescued the prince in the other ones.
No, it's all different every time.
ممکنه سیمرغ ضعیف شده باشه.
در هر صورت شاهزاده قسان در خطره.
This is also the only one that feels rooted in any amount of like authentic Iranian mythology per se, other than like the idea of the Prince of Persia. It comes from 1001 Arabian Nights, but like Mount Kaf and King Darius, like there's a little bit. We're not Assassin's Creed levels of historical authenticity here, but this is rooted in regionally appropriate mythology, if that makes sense. The Simurgh as the mystical bird who grants blessings to the king, right? Alright. Officially, this is now the start of the game. We are in the castle, if you will, in Castlevania parlance.
قاف مقدس ترین کوها.
قبلا اینجا اومدی؟
نه، اما دربارش خوندم. این مکان زمانی محل کاخ داریوش
My
بوده.
friend finally posted photos from her baby shower.
پزشکی، طالبینی، هندسه، جبر.
That's right, Frank Scarecrow's authenticity.
در دسترس همگان قرار گرفته بود. کوه قاف محل استقرار دژ بزرگ حکمت بوده. افتخار تمام پارسیان.
خب؟
هیچ کس زنده نموند تا داستان را تعریف کنه. هیچ کس نمیدونه چی.
Such fast typing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, snakes, I guess.
On a plane?
On the plains in Spain.
So, what is wrong with the background right now, everybody?
How are you alive, Karen? What is wrong with it? It's broken.
Things are floating?
Physics.
In midair?
It's frozen.
I love the pop quizzes.
Here, we're starting to tie into the modern Prince of Persia games because time is weird here in the mountain. Just like time is weird in the Sands of Time when you can control time with the dagger in the original 2003 game. Time is weird is going to be a consistent theme in this particular title.
هوشیار باشین. شاهزاده قسان خیلی دور نشده.
یه چیزی اینجا درست نیست. ما باید با احتیاط پیش بریم.
البته منولیاس میتونی مثل جونوری موزیک ترسید از بین سایه حرکت کنی.
جدی میگم آراد. اینجا یه حضور عجیبی هست.
منم میتونم حسش کنم. تنها یه راه واسه فهمیدنش هست.
پس ندهیم.
They're all dead.
Well. Oh yeah, real dead.
We love the stock Wind song that's not Final Fantasy VI Chrono Trigger though.
Part of me wonders if like people are talking about the flow because there's just so much narrative happening. I wonder how much of this is just like exposition and like if the flow of gameplay shifts once we kind of get stuff out of the way.
It will, yeah. We're still being introduced to the game. We don't even have a map yet, right? So
yeah.
حواستون رو جمع کنید. ما شاهزاده با آنایتا رو پیدا می‌کنیم.
Who is Neil talking to?
I was just gonna ask if he was saying stuff to you.
Okay, so you can hear that too? Okay.
Yeah.
Mute.
You know, Frank, Jake Gyllenhaal's busy, so... Oh, that doesn't look good.
It's not great.
It's so loud. The door is closed. Okay.
Nope, one to the left.
Oh, he's talking to his mom. Aw, Julianne, thank you for liking my photo of my daughter playing her kazoo. With her dinosaur slippers. I did tell people to please enjoy that photo, so I'm glad.
Yeah, I think I was supposed to do this. Yeah, there we go. I like this piece, by the way. I'm going to stay in this room for a minute. There we go.
Have you ever complained about tremolo on stream? I like how it sounds
right now.
No. Just in general, like I like how tremolo sounds, and that's obviously why composers use it. But gosh, do I hate playing it, especially if it's like there's sometimes it's like long passages of tremolo, and you're just like, my arm is killing me.
Oh yeah.
And it's actually a lot worse when they're like, do a pianissimo tremolo, and you're like, really? Like, if you can at least like let your arm like way down into the string and like dig, that's fine. But yeah, I do not like a pianissimo tremolo way up, like somewhere really high. No, thank you. I complain about a lot of orchestral string writing though, so this is why I'm not built for it.
For gameplay purposes, the wak-wak trees are your save points and health points.
Oh, cool.
توی که میگی همه چی ما دنبال سربازایی مثل خودمون همچین کسی رو دیدی؟
یه شاهزاده؟ خیلی وقته که خب اگه دوستتو توی یه چیز خیلی نادر و قدیمی.
What show? Oh, The Good Place.
Right. Hooray, it's the map, everybody. We have a map now.
Yay!
Check it out. It's totally not Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Hooray. Okay.
Are we not complaining about it not being a map? Shit. I was so excited to unmute that I couldn't talk.
Oh, hold on. You ready? No, this is a cool-ass map stream. You gotta listen to me now. You ready?
No.
Because this mechanic revolutionizes Metroidvania maps. Yes, I get to do it. I've been waiting for this. Okay. Check this shit out. I can't get that box right now. But now I can just attach a fucking screenshot to the map. So I know what I'm coming back for later.
A screenshot?
Yeah, look.
To the map?
Here's the map. This is the sexiest thing you've seen all month, Julianne.
Sanctioned cheating.
No, it really isn't. I don't think it's even the sexiest thing I've seen today.
Today is the month. Shut up, Dana. It is. It's the best. You're just wrong. Okay.
I have had to explain to Joe before that sometimes, like, because he saw academics using the word sexy, but he's like, I don't think it means what they think it means. I'm like, sometimes academics use it in a really weird way.
No, this isn't one of those times, okay?
When they're talking about like research topics, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like maps. Oh my god. We should just have an all. Well, you know where I'm going. All right.
You always want it to be a map stream, always. Even though you're the one that started this thing, being like, hey, why don't we do a music stream?
You know, I don't.
Of which I'm really not qualified to talk about this music, so because I don't know anything about these games. But
I mean, I know a lot about like choral ambience, though, right? Like we can talk about this stuff.
Yeah, we know a cook who.
All right, talk about choral ambience.
Yeah.
We know
too
like
busy
several.
Chain jumping there.
Karen's cook. Well, mostly one, but.
All right, I'm gonna try something fancy.
She contains
here.
multitudes.
I'm supposed to get up here, right? And it takes you a nice long time to do it, unless you do. Okay, hold on. How do you do it? Nope, I can't. Okay, we'll have to do it the slow way. Rats. There's a way to fling yourself up with that gate that I've missed. That's okay. Here we go. I like this droning tone being kind of frozen in the same way that this feels frozen in time. I like that musical connection to the ludic here.
Sorry for all the texting. My father-in-law's getting married tomorrow. There's like a lot of logistics.
Yeah, I feel like you don't apologize to us for that. I'm just saying.
I mean, I also sometimes on stream do send texts that are not important, so I guess those are the ones to apologize for. Ooh, I want to hear Hoagie's embarrassing story.
I always want to hear an embarrassing story. Alright, we have to head to the forest now.
That is funny. But if you aren't there, like you don't like co-teach it or have to be there.
Yeah, I'm normally not there, but it was just like funny in the moment. He's like, "Well, I'm actually gonna teach our course." It was just like he was trying to be so nice. And I'm like, "Please make fun of me. Like it's okay if you make fun of me. I'm so stupid."
Right, I don't have enough money for any of this stuff that I want, so we'll come back.
Please ask me a question about timbre. I would love nothing more.
We love timbre.
I will quickly say that, while I'm on the topic of father-in-law's wedding, they know one of the judges at like the old like historic courthouse, and so he's letting them like get married in his courtroom.
Oh gosh,
which is kind of fun.
Shit.
And I get to play violin for it, and just solo violin. Like I was thinking, okay, I'll play some unaccompanied Bach. They asked for classical, like trumpet voluntary, Ye's You Joy of Man's Desiring, which I can play in my sleep, right? But as I was like practicing today, because I hadn't played much since Christmas, I was like, oh my gosh, there's like YouTube tracks of people playing accompaniments for stuff. So I built a playlist, and we're gonna bring a Bluetooth speaker. So it's not just gonna be like sad, weird a cappella violin, which I just don't feel comfortable doing most of the time. I'm gonna be like accompanied, and it's gonna sound so cool, and I'm really excited. Oh yeah. Yes, felt cute. It is often actually accordion. But melodica is also not too far off. Sometimes it's both. It does depend on the game. And I don't know the Mario Kart 8 soundtrack at all to like know what it is in that one specifically. Let me see if I can pull it up somewhere. It wouldn't be on Spotify because it's Nintendo, right?
یکی دیگه از مردم
سرگون چطور؟
تو زنده‌ای؟
Here we go. How much time has passed here?
چی؟ تو تازه دیشب رسیدی اینجا.
فقط یه شب.
30 years for the people who got here yesterday.
The Mario Kart 8 sounds more like melodica to me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's melodica. It doesn't have quite the readiness of full accordion. So there you go. That's my 10-second answer. Also, yeah, Julianne's also right that, like, and I'm sure you already know this, but, like, double reads show up all the time for Autumn, right? Yeah, to me that sounded like melodica. I can listen more carefully at some other point, but...
Alright, hold on. I think we actually want to go this way. Like this. Yeah. Yay, puzzles. This is a big thing for Prince of Persia. I don't love this guy. Sorry. The music's cool, though.
Yeah, I
okay, are those, like, whiteheads? like, does he need Dr. Pimple Popper? Which I don't watch. Like, I can't handle that stuff, but I know a lot of people like that.
So many people love that
No
content.
shame to people who love extracting your boyfriend's
I was early.
blackhead.
Shit.
But
I hate it.
I'm curious if
Goodness
anybody
BJ,
is
game over.
like.
I am not muted right now because I had to talk about blackheads. What do you mean, Neil?
I don't have strong feelings about that. That content has popped up on, like, my.
I mean, I don't want to watch it if that's the question.
Yeah, some
But,
people
like,
find it
you do
very
you,
like
right?
fascinating or I guess soothing. I don't know. But I also am not, like, grossed out or I can't handle it either. I'm not super squeamish, but at the same time, like, yeah, I definitely don't, like, seek it out.
Sorry, everybody.
The only thing I'm squeamish about, as we all know, is eye stuff. The only thing I can't handle. Just about. I mean, other things will make me, like, cringe a little bit. Like, ultraviolence can do that no matter what, but the only thing I really can't handle is eye stuff.
Oh, that's too many. That's too many.
How did he get so tall?
There we go. Die. All right. I love the transition between the, like... Hold on 1 second.
Ah!
Ooh, glitchy boy.
Glitchy boy.
I love the loud rock music contrasted with this flowing water, and I can't tell what string instrument this is plucked. But I like this quiet music.
Yeah. Ooh, a forest. Maybe we'll hear some melodica or oboe.
I mean...
Or flute.
There's some flute going on.
Yeah, that's why I said it. My uncle works at Nintendo. Night, Karen.
Good night, Karen.
Good night, K-Dog.
از این درخت‌ها تو سفرم دیدم، ولی تو اولیشون هستی که حرف میزنی.
نه. درختای واکواک زیادی تو سراسر دژ هستن.
واکواک.
شاخه‌های اونا برای ما پناهگاهن.
I think when the little girl said it, it was
و همینطور
walk.
کمک بزرگی به مسافرای مثل خودتن.
بله.
Oh, I like his voice.
همیشه اینجا بودن.
The tree head.
از
Yeah.
لحظه زندگی.
I just like the vocal quality of it.
توسط آترای کهنی که تو تمام موجودات وجود داره تغذیه میشه. ولی الان جنگل در عذابه. وسط این نفرین بیا اینو بگیر.
Ew.
We do need this. This is like the best move in the game. It creates a healing zone, so you can just stand in it and heal, even during boss fights. Alright, and we're headed all the way out here. Thanks, guided mode.
I need to oil my hair.
Do you have a hair oil that you
I
love?
do. I'm thinking I might go get it.
Spa night.
Spa. I know I should, because I used
I considered
to.
redoing my nails because I did these
Yeah.
to like go to the orchid exhibit earlier in the week. They have holographic flakes on them and they're like mint green. But also there's an opalescent top coat under the holographic flakes. So it's like there's a lot going on. But they also don't match my dress for the wedding tomorrow. But like, do I care?
No.
Because they still look like pristine. So it feels like a waste to remove nail polish that isn't actually chipped.
So this, you can make this jump with a flourish. You can skip a boss. We're not going to because I want to hear the music.
Mhm.
But I like pointing out that such things can be done.
Oh, I love hearing about brunch. Not only tell me where you go, tell me what you ordered.
Yeah.
چشم سرگردان تو بهم قرض بده.
We get to eat really well tomorrow. I'm so excited. We're going to like a fancier restaurant after the courthouse.
Ooh.
Nice.
And it's not like a reception where it's like a pre-planned menu. It's literally because it's just like immediate family for this. It's like just get whatever.
Nice.
Which means I've been looking at the menu for days. I'm
I
a
love
planner.
that.
If I know that I'm like going on a date somewhere, I like have the menu open and I like come up with like multiple like options.
Yeah, depending on like how the mood strikes you. Absolutely. Oh my god, it's like my favorite hobby.
Oh my gosh, I love thinking about what I'm gonna eat. It's like one of my favorite things. And honestly, that pleasure has increased since I started doing the macro counting, which like I don't need to get into it because I know that can be like territory that sounds diet culture-y and bad for people. It's been very positive for me and very healthy and has not been disordered. But I've been trying to up my protein, and boy do I feel better when I get more protein. But also because there is like goals for it that I'm trying to not go over certain amounts of things. It does make me like really like thoughtfully
Can we talk
think
about how
what
this
I'm gonna
random
eat
like
and then get excited for it.
boar-looking thing gets a cool
Yeah.
floral theme?
This looks like a wild boar.
Ehrlich Bachman? Ehrlich.
But just one. Not for you.
Pancake. Ooh, big pancake. Eggs, bacon, and hash
30 to
browns for
50.
11.
Sorry, I had the numbers wrong. But honestly, when they're that big, you don't need 30 to 50, you just need more. Also, that's true in real life. A wild hog is pretty scary.
Yeah. Alright, that's the boss we could have skipped but chose not to.
Delicious pixels, food in
Mostly because I
video.
wanted to hear the choral score to that fight. I think it's cool.
Ooh, critical food studies to game scholarship. Hello, somebody buy me this.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Wait, how much is it? Is it expensive?
کمان منولیاس اینجا چه خبره؟
It's a dead
PDF
version of
EPUB,
Sargon and your friend's
113
bow.
Academic edition, come on. Paperback $16.99. I need
Uptown Cafe. Yeah, I haven't been there. I'll have to check it out. I do like a large pancake.
I also enjoy large pancakes.
Academic hardcovers. You know, they're only $139. It's fine.
Gross.
And I know
I
that's
asked
like library.
my
finding.
library to buy Dana and
Lisa's book?
Lisa, oh my god, sorry, my brain is dead. Dana and Lisa's animation and stuff book. And they bought it. They bought it. I saw it. It's hard. The hardcover is in there, so that's very exciting. And I think
Everybody ask your libraries to buy our book, because then that means
they'll do it.
They'll release
They'll
like a
probably
cheap
do
paperback
it.
that we can all afford.
Yes, that's the thing. Like, or they buy the hardbacks, then they're like, okay, we'll release the paperback, and then that's like 30
They
bucks.
told us after about a year they would see how sales did, and then it would be kind of contingent on that.
Go to your libraries, and there's like a button.
I hate that though.
that's
Not that I hate
materials.
asking libraries to buy your book. I hate that it's contingent. Just like give me a paperback version for students.
I hate that too.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean. It is one of those things where I have to like tell people like it's expensive to begin with because it's not like aimed for like somebody like me, you know, to buy myself a copy, right?
Right.
It is meant for the library to buy the hardcover because it's bound nice and will hold up better.
Yes, for sure.
I was gonna say, I don't think Jess is in chat tonight, but my friend Jess got me a like video game themed cookbook. Actually, let me grab it. It's really cool. I should show it to everybody. I'm gonna grab it.
Okay.
Also more.
Nope, can't go this way yet. It's up. Come on, controls. There we go. Here we go.
منولیاس تو زنده ای؟
منظور چیه؟
کمان تو پیدا کردم.
عجب. احتمالات مختلف همگی در یک زمان دارن رخ میدن. ممکنه نگران کننده بشه.
من آناهیتا رو دیدم قصانو میبرد بالای دش.
درسته. قبل از اینکه یادم بره بگم اون بالا میبین.
Oh good, we can do cool stuff with the bow now. You can fold it up and throw it. Which we'll be using shortly.
Okay, so it's called the Video Game Chef. 76 iconic foods from Pac-Man to Elden Ring.
Oh, I got a ton of cookbooks like that. Yes, that's awesome.
And they're like, she got it for me because like the recipes are pretty clever and like the design is really good.
Okay, we're just meant to go left.
Yes,
So
let's
we'll
see.
save here and then go. Okay.
There's a recipe. I haven't even looked at what the recipes are, but like just the titles. Wall meat, Castlevania. Grog from Secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, mate. Wow, mate.
Yoshi's Cookies. Let's see. Trash Can Chicken from Streets of Rage 2. So like, it's not the most obvious video games either. There's like nice representation of different games. Jurassic Pork Soup from Chrono Trigger. Today's Special from Final Fantasy VII.
Very good.
Ha!
Corn Pasta from Harvest Moon 64. Butter Cake from Silent Hill 2. Grilled cheese from Sims 2.
Solid.
There's one called Kupasta from Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
Oh, Koopa.
Like Koopa.
Stuff.
Koopa.
I get it. I
Koopa.
have to think because I'm a little stupid right now. Oh man, no, this is making me hungry for fake
Sea salt
food and
ice cream for Kingdom Hearts 2.
Don't need any of that. Okay.
Spaghetti Neapolitan from Cooking Mama. I'm glad to see Cooking Mama represented.
wow,
I think,
yeah.
that game
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
was
Cooking
a
Mama
great
deserves
game.
some representation for sure.
I should do a paper on Cooking Mama.
Okay.
Then
This
I
way
would have an
first.
excuse to buy the book on the that Kate just recommended. Right? Because then I could do like a Cooking Mama thing and then reference stuff in that food book. That
Yeah. You could do that.
I could do that. That's a good one-off. That's a good Dana one-off. The cake from Portal.
Of course, but is it?
I'm gonna flip to that cake 'cause I'm curious if they just don't.
What is that?
I want them to like not actually have a recipe in the spot where it says it
It's
is.
been intentionally left blank or something like that.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be very funny, yes. I kind of doubt that's the case.
No, there's an actual recipe. That's stupid.
Oh, no, missed opportunity.
I agree, that is dumb.
Let's see what else is good.
Hold on 1 second, everybody. I'm gonna check some messages here.
Cream-filled cake from BioShock. Poro snacks from League of Legends.
All right, give me 1 second, folks.
That looks like the tree from
Pierogies from
Story.
Don't Starve. Priestly omelet from Final Fantasy XIV.
Nice.
Spicy ramen from Destiny. Crab rangoon from Far Cry 4. Belgian waffles from
crab
Life is
rangoon.
Strange. Butterscotch
Oh my
cinnamon pie
God.
from Undertale. Oh, I could make it. That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I might make that. Gingerbread from The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. That's funny.
Nice.
Trying to think of
Estus
other
soup,
food.
Dark Souls 3.
That
Pancakes
kind of
from
trigger
Persona
soup,
5.
man.
I have
Blackberry
a.
cobbler, Stardew Valley. There
I've
we
got
go.
a whole Skyrim cookbook and a whole FF14 cookbook here at home.
Yeah, there's Elsewhere fondue from Elder Scrolls in this.
Sandwich.
Stupendous stew from Super Mario Odyssey.
All right.
Mixed fruit sandwich from Animal Crossing New Horizons. That's a good choice of all the recipes in that game. The mixed fruit sandwich is beautiful in that.
Oh yeah, nice.
Sticky honey roast from Genshin Impact. Yeah, it's a cute little book. Jess was like, even if you don't cook anything from it, like just the design of it and like reading about the different options, it's kind of fun. They have like fun flavor text, you know?
All right, I'm probably gonna die a bunch here, so get ready to hear this piece of music a lot. Hooray!
Good. I hope our guest is able to make it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about.
I have a
This is
feeling that
music. One day we'll talk about music.
that this particular piece, listen for wins.
Why? Why do you have that feeling?
Hold
Because the wings. Wind, wing, fly, air.
Wings. Penguins. Okay.
It's like when we were in the Sky Islands and we were like, oh, there's a clarinet now.
Yeah.
Ooh, cinnamon
Here's the
toothpaste.
kingdom.
I have a bougie toothpaste. I don't use it every day, but it's Marvis, which has like really cute vintagey looking packaging, and it's a jasmine mint, and it's awesome. It's like my
Right.
date night toothpaste, which is so silly, right? Like,
Game over.
who has date
Date
night
night
toothpaste?
tooth.
Kristen
Yeah,
just got
yeah,
back.
that's a
I'm
big
gonna
name.
take.
Date night toothpaste.
We're right
Sorry.
about halfway, everybody. I'm gonna leave this screen paused for 2 minutes while I Facebook chat and get Kristen connected, and then we'll have her on for the second half of this. So everybody take a 2 to 3 minute break.
We're just gonna sit here and talk about date night toothpaste.
Yeah, you can talk about whatever you want. It's great.
Night, Frank. Good to see you.
Good night, Frank.
Come back and play more.
My sunglasses on.
Deal with it.
have to come from like here.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, those look really cute on you. What you said they were designer. What is the designer?
I think Chloe.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know how designer that is, but like expensive, like more than I'd buy. Like they're not Boardwalk, New Jersey Boardwalk sunglasses. That's normally what I have. So anything that's better than that is designer to me. Actually, let me look.
Brush up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make date night toothpaste every night toothpaste. I mean, no, it's kind of fun to like because it is an unusual flavor. And that company, like they have kind of like a traditional mint as well. But they have a bunch of unusual ones, and they're really fun to like save for. I don't know. That's why I do them for date night. It's because like the jasmine adds the floral component, and it's like it's nice.
Yeah. how do I view my list of contacts?
Got to figure out what our February date's going to be because we never go out for Valentine's Day. We always stay in and I cook.
Oh, sure.
Also, it's going to be really good this year because I'm making individual, like, single-serving beef Wellingtons for us using filet mignon. So
wait, did you do that? You did that before,
I
right?
was thinking about doing beef Wellington for Christmas, but I had gigs this morning, so I knew I couldn't commit to making a beef Wellington, so I ended up doing a 48-hour sous vide short rib for Christmas, which was incredible. Oh my gosh, it had fig and apricot like in it, and red wine, and like, oh man, 48 hours, it was so good. But yeah, I'm going to make individual beef Wellingtons, and then I'm going to do braised fennel because I love fennel. And then I always do cheesecake for Valentine's Day. And let me know in chat. I cannot decide what flavor I want to do this year. I always do a different spin on it.
What have you done already?
Chocolate peanut butter, dark chocolate, Biscoff. That was a good year because
Biscoff sounds really good.
The actual crust was made out of crushed up Biscoff, and then there was also Biscoff in the cheesecake mixture. That one was really good.
Nice.
Raspberry white chocolate, guava vanilla, and passion fruit. Those 2 years ago.
Well, that's so Valentine's Day.
Yeah, the passion fruit one was really good. And then I'm asking what flavor of cheesecake I should make for Valentine's Day. Oh, blackberry vanilla would be interesting. That is
you gotta do vanilla at least. And I'm drinking a blackberry drink right now, and I'm like just into blackberry at the moment.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, I like doing like fruity ones. I know Joe tends to like chocolate. So one thing that was like kind of in the back of my head was maybe doing like a dark chocolate and rose water, like chocolate and roses. Like roses are normally paired with like cardamom and pistachio and like white chocolate and like lighter stuff. But I thought it might be really interesting to do. I have a rose petal jam that I made, and like. Yeah, some kind of like a chocolate rose combination might be kind of fun.
That sounds delightful.
It does. I'm going to take a quick try at this boss again, by the way, while I'm waiting for Kristen to unpack stuff.
Oh.
I make them
Let's take
in
one more
these
swing
like
at this.
little silicone heart molds, and they're like this big, so they're kind of like an individual serving of cheesecake. Oh, you're clipping.
Oh.
It's clipping time.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't surprise me, right? Let me fix that for everybody.
Yeah, it's that time of night.
And by everybody, I mean just the two of you. All right.
I know, no one else can know. It's so weird.
Right?
Discord.
Let's go back to our screen with Prince of Persia on it. We'll
Lemon
take
and
one swing through this. Here we go.
I love lemon.
I
love lemon desserts.
Are those two flavors good together? I mean, I'm willing to try, but that seems
I've had coffee drinks with like orange and lime. I've had iced coffee that has lime incorporated.
Oh, okay. I've never had like a citrusy coffee.
There's a YouTuber
citrusy tea.
I don't love citrusy coffee usually.
Morgan Eckroth on YouTube is a barista who like goes to barista championships, and so she comes up with these really cool coffee drinks for competition, and she did one that had lime in it, and I did it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done a lemon cheesecake. That's an interesting idea. Do something lemony. Another one that I was floating in my head was I kind of had the idea to maybe abandon cheesecake and just make tiramisu from scratch, but I'm like, what if I did a tiramisu cheesecake? Like did the flavors of tiramisu but in cheesecake.
Yeah.
I think that would translate very easily because I mean, it uses the mascarpone cheese instead of traditional cream cheese.
Right.
But like you could just like sub it in, or use like half and half because mascarpone's expensive. But
I'm clicking on this. Okay. Espresso Romano. A teaspoon of sugar and either lemon juice or a lemon slice. This is wild. This is so Italian. And I didn't know about it. Is it?
I like Andrew's suggestion of the lime with crushed cinnamon graham because that gives me like key lime pie vibes. I usually use like a cinnamon graham crust for when I've made key lime.
Oh gosh. Okay. Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's espresso. Okay. Well, espresso. All right. That's
Peanut butter is like
We got this. Hold
my
on.
toddler's
Heel.
favorite thing in the whole world. So it would be fun to do like a pairing with peanut butter that isn't chocolate, just because like we know that's good. But like,
Right,
what else,
yeah.
what else would be amazing with peanut butter?
With peanut butter.
I don't know.
Oh, there's like a lot, but like it's
I mostly think I can
jelly.
think of all these pairings that are more
blackberry.
I could do.
Like a jammy kind of vibe, but not necessarily.
It would be really interesting to do just like a peanut butter base, but then like top it with a really good jam.
Yeah, yeah. That could be great.
Yeah, peanut butter banana, full
Bananas.
There we
Great.
go.
Yeah.
Correct, boss.
Oh, are you doing stuff? Because mine, I don't think it's loaded for me at least.
Really?
Oh, it's just me. Okay, I'll reload.
It's just you.
It's just
Yeah, we're in there.
me.
All right.
Yeah, it's just like saying loading, loading, loading. Peanut butter, banana, bacon. Well, you know, I know that we like putting bacon and stuff, but
I do peanut butter on a burger every once in a while.
Really?
We have a place near us that is famous for their peanut butter burger, and like it sounds weird, but
Peanut butter burger's a real thing.
amazing.
Yeah.
I know it's a thing, but like, whoof. Like, I want to eat it, but I know that
It's usually like, if it helps in your conception of it, it's usually a house-made peanut butter, so it's not as sweet as like what you would buy in the store to put on a sandwich.
Right.
Right.
It leans a little more to the savory side of peanut butter.
I do always buy like the pure peanut butter peanut.
More
like
like
just
that,
just
yeah.
peanuts, but with maybe some salt. But still. Still, man. Ooh.
It's good. I'm
go
not
once
like
a
the
year
biggest
thing.
burger fan, but this particular burger I'm a fan of.
All right. Now we're cooking with gas. That we have the first real power of the game.
Simmer.
I gotta add
Simmer.
It's air dash,
Oh, cool.
but it's also use air dash
It's
really
still
close to
loading.
the ground and dash forever.
Reload Discord. What the heck?
And because it's air dash. Ooh, I heard somebody join. Is that?
That was Julian leaving. I got excited
I'm
too.
sorry.
Oh.
I just trolled everybody. I am trying to
شما
reload.
زده
We're the only
نشدون؟
ones that can hear that though.
3 روز؟
Yeah.
آرتابان. فقط چند ساعت پیش رسیدیم اینجا.
چند ساعت برای تو گذشته.
Oh, I
چند روز
love grilled
برای من.
pineapple. Like,
چند سال
doesn't matter
برای
what it's on, it can
نیروهای
just be
اردشیر.
on its own. Also, I think I finally picked out a grill. That was like one of my big Christmas gifts from family kind of came together because my grill doesn't work. Like half of it does not work. And I was just kind of making do on the one burner that actually did work because it was like a 35-year-old grill. So I'm getting a new one. That actually works.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Where
I'm
the
gonna grill so much pineapple this summer and like just put it on vanilla ice cream.
Oh, so good. Ew. By ew, I mean like
With like
positive
a
ew.
make like a little brush it with a little rum. Mm.
Oh, shut up. I'm coming to Ohio and getting that.
We have a guest. We have a
Anthony
guest room.
Anthony Dennis's pancake, although he said it doesn't exist anymore. And then I'm coming up to your guest room and taking a lot of. I need to get my cat shots. I need to start doing.
Get your cat shots, and then
You should get
she
your
doesn't
cat
really
shots,
hang out in that room very much, but it would still be a lot for you probably.
Yeah, we're
She said
gonna
you
have
pretty
like
bad
an
at
air
it.
purifier, and I'm vacuuming the basement like regularly for you for visiting.
Thank you. I will be very medicated, as much as I can. So I think that'll be fine. If worst comes to worst, like I'll just.
If it's absolutely terrible, we will put you up in a hotel somewhere, Julian.
I will put myself in a hotel, but that's very sweet.
I will. I was saying to stream chat, and I should like just mention it here in case there's interest. I think it would be really fun, maybe on the Thursday night, maybe on the Friday night. Although I know we also want to play Come in Third in Mario Party on Friday night, which I'm really excited about. But I want to do. I kind of want to do one of those PowerPoint parties.
Oh, I love PowerPoint parties.
Right.
I've only done one, but like it was so good.
Yeah, PowerPoint
Where,
parties are things
if you aren't familiar with the concept, it's usually non-academics that do them, but it's like you have to prepare a PowerPoint, either making a passionate argument for something or like going dive into lore, but it usually about something really like explaining what like water talk is, like stuff that is like kind of silly.
Hold on, I'm pausing because we got Kristen coming on.
And so my thought
Yay.
Yay, exciting. My thought is that we would have academics do it
I'm
where
gonna
you're
get
not
you
allowed
on
to
Skype. Type me in Facebook chat your Skype name, and then you can see the game here, and we'll get you on video and voice on Skype.
I added you on Skype. Did it not show up?
Oh, hold on. Let me check.
Yeah, my thought is it would be really funny to have like academics, but where like you can't
That's
present
weird.
research.
Huh.
It can't be anything
Yeah, let
related
me
to like
try
what you
and
actually
search
study.
for you. You don't have to like say your Skype contact info. Oh wait, I see you. Ha ha ha! There it is. Yay!
There we go.
All right. Let me go back to the call and invite you there.
Oh, I
And then you
love
will want to
having
mute
a theme like
Discord, otherwise you'll double.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
Yay! All right.
Hello.
That was simultaneous.
We'll add Kristen down here. For anybody in the chat who doesn't know Kristen Negus, she is VGM
You're
community
doubling for us,
musician
Ryan.
extraordinaire. Oh, right, let me mute.
Not doubling for me, actually.
Remute
I
Discord.
remuted myself. I can't listen
There
to
you
my
go,
own
thank you.
rules. God,
No, it's
I'm an
okay.
idiot. Okay.
Oh, because I wasn't connected.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Kristen is a VGM community musician extraordinaire and woodwind player on everything. But
Not really.
for today, on the two Ori games and Prince of Persia: The Lost
One Ori
Crown.
game.
So that's right. You're on the second one for the Ori games. The
Yes.
first one is all. I think it's all
Budget.
sample budget. Like
It is not all sample,
Unity's
they're-
audio engine for implementation too for the first one, I think.
Kristen, I have your. I
Yes.
have one of your
The shiny
The
card.
shiny cards.
And I don't
You're so
think I got it
prepared.
from you, which is wild. I don't know where I have.
Wait, you were sitting across from each other at GameSoundCon. How did you not get a card from Kristen? That's who you got it from, right?
I did?
Maybe.
The two of you were sitting next to each other at dinner time at GameSoundCon.
What dinner was this? Which one?
I don't know.
Was
a
that how
night?
drunk was I? How drunk was I?
Was it the one where we were just at like the hotel
No,
bar
in the
and we
hotel
like made
bar,
the long
in the
table?
middle space area. Yeah, like everybody was around, right?
sitting-
You were
Oh,
there,
I don't
Joanne.
remember. It's
I
fine.
was, I was drunk because the Phillies won like 10-1 or some dumb shit, and sorry. But like, I'm sorry if I forgot that I met you. Because I think you're so cool.
That's
Like, I'm your fan.
hilarious to me. I
I'm
love
just
everything
gonna-
about this conversation right now.
I'm just gonna say like big fan, even though I'm pretty sure Ryan introduced us, but like big fan. So excited you're
All
here.
right, I gotta go the other way. Yeah, so Kristen,
Yes.
you've caught us about, what, 45 minutes into this thing?
Of course, I know exactly where that is.
No, right, I know. I was about to ask you, because you mentioned to me that you are not all over this soundtrack in the way that, like, if you play Ori 2, you're going to hear your work, right?
Right.
So, what parts of the game, if you know, did you score as opposed to, like, and did you score, or did you play just Gareth's stuff? Did you play for both of the composers who co-composed? How did that work?
Yeah, I do not know Mentrix. I did not interact whatsoever with her.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I told you, my recordings on this are limited to a boss segment, I guess. I don't even know what the name of the boss is, but this is oboe and English horn that I use to sort of sweeten up the rest of the samples and play the melodies throughout it. It was conveniently used in some trailers they put on Twitter, so I could retweet that and just be like, yeah, here's the soundtrack. Listen to this cool music right here, right now.
Jeez,
nice.
There.
And then a little while ago, when Gareth was first brought onto the project, he had me get some regional instruments. I have a zurna and an argul, which is a double-piped Egyptian single reed instrument, and I did some sampling of those. But that was since scrapped when they changed direction of the music, the sound and everything. So he's got a whole bunch of samples in his own sound library now for stuff that was not used for anything ultimately.
What was it like playing those, like technique-wise?
I mean, they're very different. The Zurna actually, it's right here. Lots of transferable skills from the oboe because it's double and pulls. So that was fine, and I'm pretty used to doing sampling sessions for him at this point, so I know what he's going to be asking for and what might fit into the project. The argul is a very different instrument and very tough to control, and also a lot more primitive. So that took a while, and like I said, it ended up being for nothing, so that's fine. And now I just have it.
Wow.
Easy enough to collect those instruments, though. I'm always looking for excuses. Cool. Like, I really want an excuse to get a harmonium.
You don't need an excuse. They're cool.
Well,
right? Do it.
I know, but I have things that I like really should get. Like, the viola that I currently gig on is like a student level, and it's like I need a real viola that's like good. And I was on a good one for a while, and then I had to give it back.
The pain. It'll happen eventually.
So like harmonium is a little lower because I don't gig on that, right? Like that's just because I think it's fun.
But you can gig on it,
right?
That is if you want to.
I have to figure it out a bit, but yeah, usually I'm violin viola.
Yeah, but the more instruments you have, the more useful you can be to people.
I know.
And then you
I have 2 accordions here.
There you go.
Well, the one was I inherited from my husband's best friend, and then the other one we found in an antique shop, and they gave it to me kind of for a song because I played for them, and they knocked $50 off.
There you go.
So I was like, yes, we're gonna buy this.
Yes. That's how you do it. I'm always looking on, Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and other places that might have things that people don't know what they are, and then they can sell them to me for cheap.
Well, you bought a cool thing recently I want to highlight, though you're always coming up with cool, short instrument posts on Instagram and Facebook, I feel like. But I was super jealous because you had, a sub-contra bass recorder. It was,
yes.
the biggest, most ridiculous, frankly, but, in a positive way.
Sub-contra bass recorder? Do you have that now? Can you show me?
I could, sort of. It's behind me in this case. It is a sub-great bass recorder, which is under contrabass, and it's 6 foot 5 feet tall, which is why I don't have it just sitting out.
I love those. I love when I see videos of people playing stuff like that.
I didn't even know. I knew saxophones and clarinets and stuff got tall like that, but man, a recorder?
Yeah.
It actually might be easier to pull up the Twitter post I did on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes a while to piece it together.
I'll pull it out in a minute or two, the video.
I was gonna say we can link it.
Because I've got it
You'll pull it out in a minute or two? Can we clip that and delete it?
I hate you.
I hate you. That's why I'm here.
Julian Grasso, never take her anywhere, everybody.
He took me to Game Town Con, introduced me to Kristen, and I was like, I've never met you, so that's fine. I'm okay.
As Andrew said in chat, Julian, master of first impression.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, recorders.
A lot of people think
insane.
Sub-octa contra. No, I just made that up. That's not.
Yeah. And this thing is actually not even the largest recorder out there. It's only the 3rd largest recorder that you can possibly order. Yes.
I'm to use big recorders and see what happens.
So the smallest is the Garkline, and after the Garkline you have the Sopranino, and then Soprano, which is the elementary school recorder, alto, tenor, bass, great bass, contrabass, sub-great bass, sub-contrabass, and sub-sub-great bass is the lowest, which is an octave below the one I have.
Oh, I love that they just were like, you know what? It's just going to be 2 subs.
Yeah, by the time you get down there, it's less of tone and more of just a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you're in a movie theater
just
and
a
it's like not actually audible, but you feel it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just felt. It's like the brown note. Here we go.
Yep.
Oh my god, this is badass. Oh, I want this whole set.
Julianne's a clarinet player.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that got said, but
I blew winds once, so like anything that's windy, I'm like, all right, I'm here for it. I own a soprano and a alto recorder, so I am amateur here.
See, I'm a recorder player, but I lost my nice one at MagFest like years ago. I lost like a wooden maple like $800 tenor recorder at MagFest.
Oh.
When they get that, because recorders are not inherently expensive, so when they get that expensive, that's a legit. That is a legit
This was
recorder.
like you could have done paid work with this particular recorder quality of instrument.
Yeah, I mean, up until a couple years ago, I was just using my plastic Yamahas that I had in, elementary school. The whole Chicory, A Colorful Tale score is on my plastic elementary school Yamaha recorder.
Okay, that is iconic.
Yeah.
I love that score.
And then I only upgraded to my $800 wooden tenor when Austin invited me to do the London Symphony Journey album. And I said, I am not bringing my plastic recorder to the London Symphony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now I see the stream. There we go. I need
Oh,
to
I'm
actually
sorry.
buy
Yeah, I
this
should have
game.
been better about helping you with that.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm assuming you can hear it then now too.
Yes.
And I have no idea, and I suspect that you also, by and large, don't, though you might know here and there, which pieces were composed by which composer.
I mean, I do have the whole soundtrack and then the composer's name next to it. I don't know if that metadata showed up in the streams or the Spotify releases. But it's also pretty obvious just by listening to it who's who, because they're very distinct.
Was there were there a lot of tracks where was it all separated, or was there a lot of hybridity in tracks as well?
It was mostly
through collaboration?
separated.
It was
Yeah,
that's the
mostly
impression
separated.
I had, is that it was almost all separated, except I think the main theme, they both said was collaborative.
Yeah, main theme was
I
a
love
collaboration.
the cello on that.
And then Gareth did some production work on some of Mendrix's tracks. And she's got her own team. So there's a bit of, cohesiveness. Oh, look, a spirit tree.
Yep. Alright, we're going. I don't have the ability to shift dimensions for the platforms yet, so I can't get up there as high as I need to. I don't know that we'll get there tonight.
It looks pretty.
So you just played Brandenburg, eh?
Yep. Brandenburg 1.
Brandenburg 1, nice.
The oboe one.
Cool.
Well, 3 oboes.
Did it go well?
In Orlando?
Yes, this is an Orlando Phil concert.
Cool.
Fun.
So, yeah, nice sort of
Are
chamber.
are you based in Florida or just?
Yeah.
Okay.
Orlando.
All right, that makes sense. Cool. I'm only 3 or 4 or 5 hours away.
Oh, where?
Tallahassee.
Right, but still
Tallahassee.
in Florida.
alright.
Florida's weird.
Florida's very
Yeah.
long. We were just saying, I think I'm closer to Canada than Miami, which is not really true, but kind of
feels true.
wildly, kind of close, yeah.
But you can't start in Miami and drive for 8 hours and still be in Florida, so there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can go up and around.
Yep, I connect, my flights always connect in Miami, and it's just bizarre to me to think, growing up in New Jersey, where it's 2 miles of state, to think about the state
Yep.
being so big, yeah.
Well, I grew up 40 minutes from the Canada border, so that was something you could just do on weekends. Michigan.
Okay.
Ah.
You got
Metro
some
Detroit.
Midwesterners up here, yeah.
Alright, up we go. Spin, please.
And I'm a Clevelander, so.
Yes.
Right.
We could
Brian's
go to-
been all over the
Got
place,
some
but
good
is in
music
Michigan.
where I am, so I'm very happy
That's right,
here.
I'm everywhere. I guess it's
He's an
Michigan State
everyman.
right now. But
Yeah.
Well, the reason Ohio exists for Michiganders is Cedar Point, so.
Oh, yes, love Cedar Point. We can't wait till our toddler's old enough to like make getting a season pass more fun.
I'm gonna tag along when that happens.
Yeah, I can't wait to like introduce her to that stuff.
I think it's closer to Cleveland than Miami.
Well,
Yeah.
Orlando.
America's roller coast because it's on the coast of Lake Erie.
Orlando's going to have Nintendo World next year, so come
Next
back.
year?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ryan and I went to Nintendo World when we were at GameStone Con this year.
Yes, I did too.
Yeah, Kristen and Laura went, and they won at Mario Kart, unlike us.
They won? Against
I don't know what
who?
that means.
So at the end, you either get a winner's screen or a loser's screen.
Oh, you actually lost? That's
so funny.
I don't think we lost. Wait,
We did
I
lose.
wasn't in your. I was in the car with Madison. Was I in your car?
Yes, we were all in the same car. We all lost.
Oh, we lost. Well, that's probably me. I was struggling to like use the head thing.
I didn't know you could lose at the ride.
Well, yeah, because you're like against the like car on the other track, technically.
Right.
I mean, losing in the way you lose at like medieval times.
Yeah.
Like, there's no. Chance.
Right.
Also, man, I really want to go to. Wait, AMS is going to be in Chicago, Julianne. Isn't there medieval times in Chicago?
Yeah, it's in like Naperville or something.
Can we go to medieval times?
I will 100% go. There's like one in New Jersey that we would go like in 8th grade, and the Green Knight won. And I was the Green Knight, and it was like, damn. Sorry, I just like memories.
Like, I know the food
Medieval times is so good.
Is whatever, but like, it's just such a good performance.
It's so good. It's so cool. I mean, the last time I went was 8th grade, but
I don't know the last time I was in like a city that had one, so like it's occurring to me that.
Let me make sure they didn't die in the pandemic. I'm gonna Google.
Oh, yeah, good call.
I'm laughing out of sadness. Okay. Medieval times locations. Orlando, of course. Yeah, where is it? Where it's not, it's like northwest Chicago. Oh, in Schaumburg.
I might be able to. Chicago is like very drivable for me, so like I could probably have my car and drive us.
Yeah, also you can take a train to Schaumburg
Oh,
really
perfect.
easily too. Yeah.
Even easier.
I've done that before to get my clarinet fixed back in the day.
I take the train into Chicago when I go. I don't drive anymore.
I actually have a violin my mom found in like a thrift store for $9 that I kind of want to see if it's worth. Yeah, $9.
Oh, I gotta get
And
there. Okay.
It's an
like
absurd
it
price.
definitely needs to be refurbished, but I feel like my luthier is gonna laugh at me, but also still, you know, fix it up. And even if it's just like mediocre, I was thinking I could like donate it to a school for a kid that doesn't have one. But if it's like halfway decent, it might be a good like, hey, this wedding is in 90-degree heat and like, you know, 80% humidity.
We need to go here.
Like one of those where I'm like, I don't want to take my good one.
Oh yeah, my oboe for Disney World is a bottom-of-the-line plastic Yamaha that's missing several keys.
Yeah, you know.
Wow. Wow.
Like I wedding all the time, but I don't need to. I can have another violin for that. You know, when you're playing basically underwater.
I was just gonna say when they ask you to play outside in the rain, and they're like, "This is normal."
Oh well, we're divas about that because our instruments can. I mean, a lot of instruments cannot get wet, but like particularly most things I play with have like stuff in the contract that like if there's even the hint of like a mist, we have to be undercover. So. That helps a little.
I'm impressed with myself. Not that I want to brag here, but I didn't know that we'd make it to this particular moment in the game, and I'm happy about that. Check this out, team.
Oh man. Okay, the idea of using a sword to like knock away an arrow. Do you know how fast arrows get going? Have any of you done archery?
Yes. So
برو کنار سارکان خودم رسیدگی میکنم
ممنونم بهرام
Actually, for right around my birthday, my husband and I were going to go do an archery lesson with like one of the local clubs, and I bought a Robin Hood hat for it because I'm like, I don't care. They're going to make fun of me. I don't care. I will be living my best life.
We lose. Hassan dies.
Was that supposed to happen? Could you have saved him?
Wait a minute. Yeah, what?
Or is this about like who will the next prince be?
But time is funky here, right? So.
Oh, okay.
من دنبال تاج و تخت نیستم و افراد بیگناه و قربانی نمی کنم. تا وقتی من زنده باشم تو هیچ وقت حکومت نمی کنی.
بس که اینطور.
بهرام نه. آناهیتا از اینجا برو.
Oh yeah, Kristen, we like that the default language is Persian, and we started the game in English, and then everyone in chat were like, no.
Switch it. Yes.
No.
This is way cooler.
This is better.
We usually have the game big enough on screen, people can read the subtitles, so.
Oh, you can't block that last one. Okay. We'll see how I do, everybody.
Oh yeah, the whole trumpet in the bathtub routine. I had just enough piano when our school did the whole like, you go to the concert where all the high schoolers play for you and you're like, oh, what instrument do I want to play in our school program?
Oh yeah.
We called it Instruments on Parade. I don't know what everybody else calls it, but I didn't want something that involved like a spit valve as a third grader or fifth grader or whatever I was. And then when the strings played, I was like, oh, I love the sound of this. And I noticed that the violins had the melody because I'd had just enough piano to know that. So I was like, I want to do that one. And now I'm like, that was stupid. You should play Sheila.
We were too poor to have strings, but I probably still would have chosen clarinet because my older sister did. That's why I chose it.
Just telling my brother, he was asking about the other siblings, like, and if they'd streamed with us. Yeah. And I was saying, well, I knew Lenny and Bassoon, but I wasn't sure what. I was like, I assume your sister played something, but I didn't know. Also clarinet?
Clarinet, but she was really like, she switched to choir for high school and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And
hold
gave
on a
me her
second,
clarinet.
Julian, what's very cool about this fight here, it let me try it once, but I lost.
Yeah.
And
but you didn't reload, is what you're saying.
No, I didn't hit a game over screen, right?
Right. Ludonarrative consonants.
I just picture the people in the booth going, yeah!
I know.
That'd be super fun.
Honestly, those sessions must be really fun.
I've got a VO thing coming up for my sound students soon, where I have to ask all my fellow faculty members to make dying screaming sounds. I was in a hurry the first time I did that, and so I did it in my office,
right through the
at
shoulder.
Michigan State. And people came and checked on me to make sure I wasn't like having a stroke or dying when I started like grunting and eating a banana into the microphone.
I grew up in a very strong string program, and even going to undergrad, it was like so many schools didn't even, band was everywhere, right? Like because of football, so you'd have like your marching band, but strings were kind of considered a luxury.
Yeah, we didn't have any strings.
So,
yeah.
Some ludonarrative dissonance. Even if you win the fight there, he reveals that he can control time and undoes your win and then beats you.
Cool.
Oh, boo.
May as well.
So this will happen to you every time. It is still cool the game lets you play it though.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Blood?
Ketchup?
Does anyone remember the little kid that kept saying blood? That's like early internet. What? Okay, maybe nobody does, but one day.
All these people talking about their read things and 5th graders. Like, you know what? When I play a friend's wedding and they have me do cocktail hour, I can literally have a glass of wine next to me and still play.
That was very annoying. Like, I'd always have to brush my teeth before playing, and by have to, I mean I never did it. Never, ever.
So you didn't have date night toothpaste, is what you're saying?
Just my aqua fresh.
چی تو رو اینجا کشونده جنگجوی جوان؟
مردم میگن تو بزرگترین جنگجوی سرزمین پارس هستی. منم اینجام تا بهشون ثابت کنم اشتباه میکنم.
So, Kristen, you hinted that it was easy to tell, and I am under the assumption that all this like conventional orchestra land set of tracks is Garrett's work, and all of the like regionally appropriate, if you will, like Middle Eastern sounding stuff is Mentex's work. Okay.
Yes.
I see.
باید اعتراف کنم که تو شجاعی سارگون. و شجاعت
And someday he'll retire that
Anthony
quiet
Dennis,
library.
you're the same age as my sister-in-law.
چطور هنوز زندم؟ و وحرام چطور
Ooh, I just
میتونستم
got a
اینقدر
bill.
اشتباه باشم؟
Hooray! You got a bill. Gross.
لیلا کجاست؟
Was it for something fun and worth it?
No, utilities. I don't even know which utility to click through. It's such a bad email.
تو رو کور کرده سارگون.
قسان مرده. گارد جاویدان شکست خورده.
Is this water?
حتما باید روی تک تک برخوردهای
It's kind of dripping from a ceiling, if that's the question. But we're not
Sorry, I
underwater.
meant my bill.
Oh.
And I'm like, I think something is dripping from the ceiling. This is my water bill. Sorry, I need to mute myself.
What's sad is this sequence you get no map because the old guy has stolen your map. He's a jerk. So you have to do a very un-Metroidvania thing and play without.
Diegetic.
Again, I always admire these atmospheric tracks. I think they're very hard to write.
It is nice to have a reminder when there's like someone. So occasionally, Kristen, our colleagues will like have their students watch our stream like as homework, which is just wild, because we're all just sitting here being ridiculous. But last week it was like students were like, "Wait, what's diegetic again?" We're like, "Oh, like we should actually say something useful."
It's a good word, though.
We did. We pointed out, like, we would pop quiz them. Was that diegetic, non-diegetic? And it was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
The last
Now
diegetic
enjoy
thing
this.
I did was that Assassin's Creed VR game that came out last month. 2 months
I don't
ago.
even know what that is.
Oh, nice.
What?
I've not played the Assassin's Creed VR game.
Oh yeah, apparently it's very good. So I do not have the VR headset for it.
What is diegetic that you did?
I played the Aulos for the Freak segment, so there's like a couple players scattered throughout the world just doing their thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
So you have an Aulos?
I do have an Aulos.
You have
It's
such a
behind
cool
me on the shelf.
collection. Oh, I love
Show
it.
and tell.
Yeah, the Aulos I actually got for Immortals Phoenix Rising, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I remember that game.
It was a good game. I'm sad that it doesn't have a sequel anymore.
Oh, like there was one and it
There was
went
going
away.
to be a sequel, but they scrapped it to focus on the Assassin's Creed Japan one that's coming out.
Oh, that should be interesting though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's sad.
Right, did I have to go up there? I hate not having a map. No map is the worst.
Yeah, that is a cool collection. Everyone's like, coolest collection. Love it.
It's very random.
I think my accordions and my toy piano, which I have to move my head. My toy piano is like one of my cooler things that I have.
Well, and the automaton.
And my automaton, yes. Ryan and Julianne and I did a lovely FF14.
No, it's not lovely. It's disgusting. Oh my gosh.
Automaton choir.
Okay.
Recording for our Final Fantasy XIV Discord.
Oh, good.
And then we show up with our like shit post of a of a recording, because none of us are automaton players.
No.
And you know, it's like it was cute
Especially
because
not me.
it sounds so earnest, but it's like just not good, but in a funny way. So I was
players have
proud
an
of it in that
advantage.
way. It definitely
String
achieved
players are
the
much
goal.
better at it.
It's true.
You'd
We
think.
expected great things from
No,
them.
that's right. Like I could not figure it out because I was like in the opposite like verticality, so I had to go into the bathroom and shut the door and practice.
That's true.
Like
Well, because you were also on Melody. We gave you Melody because you had the little
Stop
one.
automaton. Yeah, like it was absurd.
That was yeah.
Where is she? She's over
I
here
wasn't the worst in tune. We actually bought one of those little ones for Josephine, my daughter, and so like she'll play the little one and I'll play the big one.
Oh, that's just. Hey, you gotta post that. This is the only instrument I could
don't have
find.
a video of it.
Like, really available.
You
The
have a
P-bone.
P-bone.
I forgot when I got this as a gift.
Do you play at all? Can you get a toot out of it?
I used to not play like for real, but I remember being able to do a scale at some point.
That's fun.
But I can't. Oh,
I have strong anti-trombone bias, but I'll forgive it for you.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, you will have lots of anti-trombone feelings if I try to play this.
Yeah.
That's it. Goodbye.
No notes.
Oh wait.
No, literally no notes, because that was just like noise.
You are actually, as felt cute as like trombone champ. Julianne is like really good at trombone champ, and I gotta find the like folk ways. Do they like archive their stuff on YouTube?
I think they do.
Man, the episode where
Yeah, I think
Julianne
they
is
do as
on
well.
the Folkwise,
Folkwise, yeah.
Folkwise.
We did trombone champ, and I just like I don't know. I
She's,
had a
like, really
moment.
good at it.
I just had a moment. I was in the flow, and it just like the Final Fantasy VII boss battle theme.
It was the DK rap.
Oh, that was the DK
Final Fantasy
rap.
VII mashup. And you were amazing.
And, once I was able to stop laughing, I was able to press the buttons with the mouse actually.
Yes, you were doing.
And then I had a like really really bad wrist pain for a day.
Oh
But it
right,
was-
this screen. Check this out. This one is dynamic, and the geography will change as I navigate.
Ooh. But also, ew.
Ew.
It's got like Star Wars trash compactor vibes, where you're just like the sludge. But
Yeah.
Why every game
fun
thinks
how
it needs a
this-
sewer level now.
Yeah.
It's true.
Bring back like crystal cave levels.
Yeah.
That's true. We need like an ice level and a fire level, right? Not
Yeah.
a disgusting slime level.
How do you score a fire level when you actually have an Iranian composer?
Not in the way that every other game does.
And augmented second.
Oh yeah, obviously. Okay.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Augmented second.
Get out of here.
This? That? Maybe? Who knows? Let's go this way. Oh! We're coming up on 11. I'm gonna get my map back, and then I think we'll probably have to be done.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, old person.
Excuse you.
we
Yeah, I
go.
can't pull up the emojis fast enough.
I know.
Oh, I'm not. It's because I'm not
I'm
freaking.
in mod mode.
I'm not even subscribed.
I know you're not, because Ryan posted a list of our subscribers earlier.
He did.
Our earlier conversation, and you weren't on the list, and I laughed.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, for the record, I posted it to our internal chat so that we can thank those folks in a publication about this stream coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I wasn't sure how secretive we were going to be about that.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple folks we should ask if they want credit, and then credit them.
Yeah.
نه تو فرصت خودتو داشتی ولی موفق
Subscribe.
نشدی.
Where are you?
عمل کردم از تو
That's
بهتر.
right, Time Sargon, you failed already, so die.
Alternate Sargon. Understudy Sargon.
Right? Get out of here, Sargon.
Techno remix of the theme.
It is like, I think almost intentionally trashy techno remix of the Sargon theme.
You're a trash.
Trash.
Alright, now I can do the cool bow thing. That's cool. But more importantly, we can go over here. And do we get the feather? Yeah! This is a cool thing to end stream on.
Double the fun.
So weirdly, this looks like a cutscene. You have to do the walking yourself. You can just stand here and it'll extend the time, which feels very weird to me.
Press right to win.
Right?
I don't mind having extended time. Could I have that for like every...
I know! Exactly.
Ooh, I like
Same.
the screen there in the Persian VO. It is cooler than the English one. Cards on the table. Alright. Now we're starting to get complicated. We're gonna go to a tree and save because it's 11. Watch this. You can put a clone of yourself down, do a bunch of weird nonsense, and then return to the clone. And remember that Prince of Persia, at its core, is a platforming game about timing puzzles? So imagine a wall of spikes coming from left to right, and you plant yourself here, wait for the wall to come close, and then warp through it.
میدونی تو تنها
Yeah,
کسی نیستی
I
که
can see how you
قدرت‌های
can
سیمرغ به
use
دست
that for
آورده.
movement.
به نظر قوی‌تر میای.
نجات دوست؟ منظورت چیه؟
حالا برای من وقت داری.
So, this old guy is going to let us know that we can, in fact, change time and save Prince Hassan.
قسانو میتونی در یکی از
ببینم راهی برای نجات قسان
So
وجود داره؟
Kristen, do you have a favorite game that you've played on so far?
Oh, I hate that question.
You don't have to say this one just
I was
because
going
we're
to say,
playing
Anisha would want to
it.
answer that.
No, I mean, that's tough because there's so many of them and they're so different. And then there's the ones that I have to always have a soft spot for, like Abzu and Ori 2 and everything. And Chicory and Moss.
See, this type of thing in gameplay. Wham.
Yeah.
I really like your opening stuff on Ori 2. Is my favorite stuff of yours.
Yeah, we didn't even play through that game. We just started it, and it was like, we're getting emotional just from that.
You played the first one, right?
I played
the second one.
Both of them. The first one starts like super sad. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like a
I mean,
Miyazaki
It's
movie.
sad too, though. I don't know.
Kind of have to play the first in order to really get the second one. But
I think they both got it, but I know we had like barely started the second one, and Karen was like, "I don't know if I can play this game."
I love. There's a moment early in the second one, like so early it doesn't even count as a spoiler, but Ori, like trying to help the baby bird, goes and gets the mom's feather, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
بهرام این حرف با عقل جور در نمیاد.
خودم هم نمیتونم.
And that whole prologue went through so many different versions. I have like 10 different versions on my computer still.
Even compared to most like big AAA Infinity budget games, the prologue for Ori 2 feels extremely finely tuned. Like the music enters at exactly the right time, in the sort of way that I feel like there's got to be 10 draft versions that like ultimately are not as good.
با نبود
Yeah.
شاهزاده
There's actually a draft version that's hidden within, I forget if it was the Steam version or something, but people found it and they posted it on YouTube and they're like, what is this secret music? And like, it's the first draft, you're not supposed to hear that.
Yeah. It's probably just like buried in the files or muted by Wise, but was left in somehow or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know how it works.
As I asked the annoying question about like what was your favorite, I asked that question at a Rock Hall lecture of Les Paul. I asked him like what his favorite project he ever worked on was, and his response like made half the audience cry. He was like, everything I worked on with Mary, his wife. He's like, every new thing I did with her was so exciting, and it became my new favorite.
When you have like an obvious emotional answer you can give like that, like that's the way to answer that question, right? Like if you ask Marty O'Donnell, he will tell you every time
when he said that
his favorite composition of his is the Flintstones Vitamins theme song.
I mean,
because it's his daughter who sings the last couple notes of "and growing" at the end of that. So, like, yes, that's the right answer, right? Like, you need an emotional, personal connection to have, like, this backup answer to that question. All right, let me do this.
I like it.
No, I want not to grab the logo. I want to grab Kristen's video. There. On stream.
Oh, yeah.
In any case...
the giant recorder, yeah.
That's our kind of... first couple hours of the new Prince of Persia game.
Oh, were you going to show the tweet?
I
thought you were pulling up the tweet.
Oh, I'll pull up the tweet in the background. We'll show off Kristen's new recorder. I do think it's very cool.
So cool.
Part of the reason I got such a deal on it is because the seller was like, I'm never going to find a buyer for this thing.
Yeah, not a huge demand, right?
Nope. But it's already been recorded for 2 different soundtracks, so I think it's doing okay.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have cool stuff, though, you find a use for the cool stuff, right? That's the thing.
Yeah. It always helps when I can show it off, and then someone goes, oh, I want to use that, which is what happened with, like, my quadruple flute and triple flute.
Yeah. Where is
my
God. Source? What, Julianne?
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the sub-great bass recorder right now.
Oh, yeah. It's
Sorry.
really cool. Sorry, I'm just going to put this over everybody's faces for lack of a cooler way to do it. Would you all let me know if you can I should share on Discord too, I guess. Hold on. I know how computers
It looks like a skyscraper, like a weird Chicago modern weirdo skyscraper, but like you can play it.
All right.
Yeah, the company that makes these has designed these sort of lofty versions because it allows them to build them cheaper than like a Renaissance style.
The shapely ones,
so it's essentially a playable organ pipe.
That's what I was thinking of. It looks like an organ pipe. Yeah.
And then the biggest recorder is an octave below this one.
So how do you fit? Because like this is what you said 6'5". That's tall, right?
Yeah. You can see how it bends over at the top.
An octave below would have to be almost twice the size because of the way like math and acoustics works, right? Like
so it's
how do you
even
fit
taller.
that in a normal space?
It's even taller, and then at the bottom of it, it sort of curves back around and up.
That's insane.
Oh yeah, we love it.
Yeah, I do not need one of those.
So as a dumb string player, does that take like a ton more air to move through? Like
not really, especially compared to other low instruments. It just kind of looks
the mechanism sort of like helps you along there. I don't know enough about.
It's easy to produce a sound.
Yeah.
And especially at the low end actually doesn't take that much air. If you put too much air into the first octave, it'll overblow and give you like fun sound effects.
Yeah.
I think of overblowing with like a regular flute, so
yeah
that makes sense.
I would think you could hear more of like the upper partials in the more complicated ways to play the bigger wind instruments. Because you have like more of a ceiling to hear the complicated stuff before you hit frequencies that like humans don't like hearing, right? Because like if you're trying to overblow a traditional flute, right? Like you're gonna reach that just because you start from a higher bass note value. You're gonna reach a human inability to hear the cool harmonic stuff before, I would think anyway, you would on like that huge recorder, right?
Yeah, some instruments are just built in a way that they're a lot more overtones and all that.
I mean, it's the same way like in Dana's World for Strings, right? They teach all the cello students to do the whale call long before you're actually capable of using it in the piece because it's cool and you can do this cool effect. But they don't teach violin students because not that the violin
ours
can't
sounds hideous.
make that, right? But it sounds like trash to the human ear, right? Yeah.
It sounds it ain't great. we love when we do we do like a rock string camp up here, and they do like a composition portion, and so like we teach them a bunch of weird extended techniques, and they love the one where you just like depress the bow hair and then you roll the stick over it, and then it sounds like crunching, and like we describe it as like zombies are eating your brains, and the kids love that. But it's like very crunchy and visceral. But I don't know. There's also the kids that get really attached to the harmonic glissando, where you don't press down.
Yeah, you don't press down all the way, right?
And so you get like the ghosty glissando. They're like very into that too.
I love again, on the lower instruments, there's more of a ceiling to hear that type of effect than there is in the violin, right? Like your start value is so much higher, right?
Yeah, it also depends on like the physics, whether your overtones or have a normally high amplitude anyway. Depending on like what kind of
I mean, that's the oboe's whole shtick is that its set of partials is weird and messed up, right? Or at least
I've got overtone flutes that are 5 feet tall. I have overtone flutes that are that tall, so you can still hear a whole bunch of sounds. But
I just have a regular violin for tomorrow and some YouTube tracks.
That works.
I found a pianist I really like, actually, and it's probably for like kids to, I don't know, play at like state contest or whatever, because it's nothing that they request. It's all like very basic classical music for tomorrow. But I'm like, I liked some of the arrangements of, you know, the Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring type stuff. So I'm actually pretty excited about it.
I was going to bring up my instrument for tomorrow, but mine's not installed right now.
Like truly solo violin is not my jam. So.
My students have to put up with 3 hours of Wise implementation instruction from me tomorrow. The class meets once a week for 3 hours. I'm sorry, students.
Wow.
You deserve better.
Yeah.
But last week we made shotgun sounds. Recently, and by recently it's probably been 3 or 4 years at this point, Audio Kinetic replaced all of the gun sounds with like Harry Potter adjacent wands and animations that look like ice wands or fire wands, because that's good enough for high schools, even though you're running around clearly like open source Quake 2 in the demo game that you learn this in, and it looks like you need to be shooting a gun. Now you just shoot the ice wand. And I was like, okay, but we're all college students, like in a college that makes video games with guns. So hear the gun sounds, like put them back into the thing and like X out and just mute all of the ice wand sounds. Very much probably in the same way that hidden Prince of Persia or hidden Ori 2 track like exists in the code but has been muted or dummied out.
Yep.
That now the ice wand sounds are dummied out and the shotgun sounds are going to be put back in. So I get to hear shotgun sounds tomorrow morning, and then we're going on to do footsteps, which
Footsteps are important though.
But so here's the thing, though, and then we gotta slowly think about getting off of the stream for tonight because I gotta teach.
Slowly think about getting off the stream.
How many footstep variants per type of surface do you need to make it
as
feel
many
like a realistic
as you have
footstep?
space
make it
for?
feel like real.
Seems to be the industry answer, right?
Yeah, I mean, the correct answer from the sound designer's perspective is you keep recording until you're told you're out of space, right? But realistically, you're looking at like 16 or 32 random footsteps for every different type of surface that you want to have a footstep on. Like if you're running around in Jedi Fallen Order or some 3D space, right? Like Cal Cestus has to have 32 or whatever. There's probably even more for that level of budgeted game. Footstep sounds every time he runs on like a tile. And then of course it's a different set when you run on grass and water and splash. And what happens when like a marble surface gets wet, right? Like everything.
It's exactly what the Foley artists,
and
you know.
It becomes it becomes its own little mini game of like tracking spreadsheets, as much as it is like doing work.
And that's not like
the
a
work
fun
is
minigame.
tracking entries and file names on spreadsheets.
A tedious mini game.
Right. I've never done it the way that I know Kristen has, but I've seen a little bit of like behind-the-scenes sample library construction stuff from Indra Reverse's world over at Impact Soundworks, and that is also like managing file names and spreadsheets. The game.
Yes, I'm glad I don't have to do that. I'm glad I could stop by for a couple minutes.
Yeah. Sorry, we got you in like the last half hour or so, Kristen. It was good to see you.
You should come back.
Yeah. You should come back because we're all fans.
The next,
yes, I can come back for more time.
Thing that is coming out, you got to let us know. We'll bring it back on. I feel like your release when like schedule is pretty regular. I feel like there's always something that you've got going on.
It's random. My next thing is actually TV rather than games this month, so that's different. Yeah. And I will definitely be posting about that one.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Well, and of course, like with everybody in the industry, right? You can't ask what it is. It's not time, right? So.
I mean, did I really sign an NDA for this? I mean, I don't think it matters.
My assumption is that you have for everything, right? That's just my default assumption with all my industry friends, that like you don't ask, right?
Yeah, well, that is a good default to have, but I can't remember if I did for this or not. Not like it matters too much.
Yeah, so fun. It's nice to have folks on that made these things that we love, because we sit here and talk about how cool it is. Occasionally we say something smart, but it's really cool to have folks that can tell us exactly how it went down and show off the cool instrument collection.
This soundtrack has been interesting because we're all trained to have smart things to say about half of this soundtrack, right? Like the orchestral stuff we can unpack and pick apart, and I know the way that is put together, right? Like that's our world.
I pointed out a tremolo.
And I don't know. Yes, thank you, Dana.
One tremolo.
We don't have as immediate of access to the Middle Eastern material, right? I mean, you can look at like our identities on this screen, right? Like that's just not the world in which we come from.
Well, and also, this speaks to a disciplinary question and how, I mean, theory is going to be different, but like in musicology, ethnomusicology was not something that like I was being tracked into. Like it was like there are the classes for the ethnomusicologists, and then the musicologists take these classes. And then you would take one kind of like intro to ethnomusicology that was basically a history of the field, and then you would take one area class, and I did an Indian music course, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I did like
mostly
Hindustani
focusing on Hindustani, not
singing
Carnatic, but
yes. The classes only generally focus on one area of the world, maybe one style from one area of the world.
Yeah, and it's like you basically pick a country, and at OSU it rotated between there was like a Middle Eastern course, there was the Indian course, and there was China, I think. So there weren't that many because it was based on the ethnomusicologists that were on staff, and they would kind of rotate through their areas of special. I think there was a West African course.
Yeah, see, I only had Indian vocals because like that's all our guy did, and he's good at it. Don't get me wrong, he's a cool guy.
Right.
But,
India
if you're
came up
studying
at a good
with
time
this
for me
guy,
in coursework, so that's
teaching
what
the
I
class, just like, if you take game history with me, you're stuck hearing about music all the time because I can't draw for shit. So like, sorry, visual art students in the program, like take Ricardo's class. But for me, you got to hear about music, right? So.
But yeah, it's just a good reminder that like. What we do is about like increasing levels of specificity, right? It's not about getting like this breadth of knowledge. It's about getting depth of knowledge in a single area that, you supposedly get expertise in. And maybe you have enough exposure to the rest to not be totally lost, but it's definitely not the same as somebody who's living that.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
there's a lot, and there's only so much I can focus on too. There's everything else I don't know. Anyway, I hear my puppies barking at me to let them outside, so I should do that.
Yeah. Let's close the stream out, and we will see everybody.
Thank you so much for
week.
joining us.
Thanks for swinging by for a minute, Kristen. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and invite me back next time you got something going on.
We will for sure. All right, bye everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.